Hi, this is Ramona. Thank you for tuning in to the TurboPurr channel, where we're interested in all things crafts and cats. Today I'm going to be showing you some built-in stitches on the Husqvarna Viking EPIC sewing machine that can be used to make decorative seams. The supplies that I'm using in this demonstration are listed below with my sewing machine, contrasting colors of quilting fabrics, decorative thread, tearaway stabilizer, and my ironing board and iron. I'm showing a picture of menu M on the Viking EPIC. Menu M is called Theme Stitches. And you will see that row 5 is highlighted in gray. I touched it and it's been highlighted. And it's a series of 4 different stitches. Each row has stitches that follow a theme and go together. And the way that it works is that you start sewing the first stitch in the row, and then you touch the reverse button on the machine, and the next stitch that is sewn is the next stitch in that row, and then touching the reverse button again, it goes to the third stitch in the row and then the fourth stitch in a row. Or you can just stitch the whole row with one stitch, and you can just select your stitch by toggling the reverse button to the stitch that you want. So here I've highlighted where the reverse buttons are. The reverse button on the screen is a reminder to you that you would need to push the reverse button, the silver reverse button on the machine to toggle to the next stitch. And the how-tos are listed right there on the screen with the instructions about what to do. In this technique, I am going to be showing you ways to use stitches that are basically satin stitches or tight zigzag stitches, where we unfold the fabric afterwards to get a stitch effect that is, sometimes it's called floating stitches. I've also heard it called hidden stitches. So let's just call it floating hidden stitches in this. So I'm going to be demonstrating the stitch that we just saw on screen. I marked the fabric with a line and a 5/8 inch seam allowance. And this is that seam that's pressed open. Here is another seam that from the oblong stitch that's in row 5. Notice that the stabilizer is layered beneath and can be torn away later. I've used decorative thread both in top and bobbin and reduced the tension to about 35. The next stitch that I'd like to show you is also from menu M and theme stitch row 2, and it's the last stitch in the sequence. It's a very pretty stitch. You'll notice here that I have changed the stitch portioning, or what some people call the stitch tension. I've reduced it to 35. I found out that that works better with this technique. And here is the finished product. It's very important to press the the seams open and the cotton fabrics open, it makes it look so much better. And here is another picture of that stitch close up. This would be nice, I think, on around some hemlines of a skirt. It could go on the outside of a pair of shorts or a pair of pajama pants or casual outfits. Next, there are some other options for this technique. Basically, I looked at my machine to see other stitches that were based around a satin stitch, and I found this really pretty stitch in the G menu. The G menu is Vintage Hand Look Stitches, and this is number 13. I've reduced the tension here to 35, or the stitch portioning to 35, and stitched out this sample. And this is what it looks like when the seam has been opened and it's been pressed. It's really a lovely stitch. The G menu have stitches that have quite heavy thread. When you use the decorative thread, it goes back and forth several times and it gives it a nice heavier look. So I really like the G menu stitches. Thank you very much for watching. Happy stitching. Have a great day and let me know what you're stitching in your comments. Thank you.